Hello, Teacher Sara here, and this video has been approved and fact-checked by Gogokid's head office. This video is all about what I've mentioned doing several times in several of my other videos. Overnights! How often do I do them? How do you stay awake? What are my tips and tricks for an overnight? Stay tuned and I'll tell you a little bit about what I do to stay awake and how I get through them. The tips and tricks for overnights is to not treat them like a marathon. Feel free to take breaks. When I'm doing an overnight, I try and make sure I'm not working every single slot. I know many people say, oh, I could totally handle going through the entire night. Why would I take one break or two breaks? For me, I've learned that taking breaks is necessary for me to get through the entire night. I try and take a break around 1 p.m. Beijing time. So right now that's 12 a.m. midnight my time. And then I take another break around 4:30. These breaks are not just for me, but they're actually for my animals in my house. I take them out so they have a chance to go to the bathroom. It helps me refresh and refocus. Another trick that I use is I try not to drink too much caffeine throughout the night. I try to stick to about 3 cups of coffee, no more. Because if I have too much, I'll get jittery. Also, I'll have to take a lot more bathroom breaks. So I make sure to have 1 cup of coffee, sometimes in the evening, maybe a cup of coffee around midnight, and maybe one at 4:30, right before I finish my last leg of my night. This helps me to stay awake, but also to make sure I don't overdo it. I also try and keep water by me and stay hydrated. This also really helps my energy levels and helps me feel good. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but when I don't drink water when I'm teaching, I often feel very drained. So staying hydrated is also key. I try and make sure that I go to the bathroom during these breaks as well. This helps me not feel like I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of a class, but also helps me stay focused. So, as for taking breaks, the most that you can work during one overnight is 25 slots, 12 and a half hours. I try and stick to around 21 to 23. This allows me at least 2 half-hour breaks. Sometimes if I'm really feeling like I don't really need to do a full all-nighter, I might take an hour break at 2 times instead of just a half-hour break at 2 times. This helps me maintain my focus. I've also noticed that around 3:34, I tend to get a second wind, so to speak, and I have that last little bit of energy to push through. Another tip that I have is to keep snacks nearby. This helps you maintain your energy. I've tried all sorts of snacks, and the one thing that I've noticed that works best for me are protein bars. They help keep me full and they help keep me focused. If I tend to have too much sugar, I tend to start to drag by the end of the night, and it's harder for me to stay awake and to stay my happy, peppy self. Overnights in a row. I've learned in the past this doesn't work well for me. If it works well for you, go for it. But for me, I know it doesn't work for me. But that also brings me to listen to your body. Learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. This will make your overall overnights a lot easier. If you know what to expect and how your body will react to them, that's half the battle. I know I thought it was for me too, but now I'm like addicted. I do at least 2 a month. Well, have a good night or a good day, everyone. Till next time, bye.